Now, I've been accused of many things, and all mainly based on my strong personality. Now, a strong personality is something that many people are intimidated by. And while some people may assume that such a label is just a polite way of saying that someone is obnoxious or domineering or a know-it-all, there is actually a big difference between these and a more general strength of character. Someone with a strong personality radiates with self-confidence we're all bound to have, and they aren't afraid to show their assets in the most appropriate way. So if anyone should ever ask you, who is this guy that you always talk about, whose videos you always watch and share, who is he? Well, then you send them this video, because in this video, I'm going to lay it all bare, and you will learn a lot about me, who I am, what makes me tick, but also it will grant you the opportunity to learn a lot about yourself as well. Because if you follow my channel, you are either very much like me or aspire to be, and that's okay. I'm going to share with you in this episode 15 signs that you have a strong personality that may intimidate others. Hi everybody, this is Life with Leonard and welcome to another episode. Now on this channel, I strive to motivate and inspire you to become the best version of yourself. And today's episode is definitely no different. As mentioned, I'm going to share with you 15 signs that you have a strong personality that may intimidate others. So the very first thing on my list is if you have a strong personality, you are more likely to be fearless. You know how to manage your emotions, and having the ability to cope with your fears and use them to your advantage, it makes you fearless. What I've found is when people encounter someone with a strong personality, they usually don't understand the kind of person that they are dealing with. And if you happen to possess these traits that I've just shared, some people may even think that you are difficult to be around. But that's because they don't understand how can you be so comfortable with yourself that you don't need anyone else for that matter, to validate you. You only come across as intimidating because you actually challenge others to be the best versions of themselves. And that right there is also the motto of this channel, to help you to become the best version of yourself. And in doing so, you become more confident as well. And the second one on my list is that somebody that is confident is somebody that stick to their word. As simple as that. People with a strong character, they are considered trustworthy by others. And you are someone, you watching right now, if you have a strong personality and if you are confident, you are someone that people can count on, because you actually stick to your word. You know, and that is something that is far in between. You almost don't find it these days. And you do what you say you will do. As simple as that. And this often intimidates and makes others look bad because, let's face it, more often than not, people slack off in certain areas of their life. Number 3 is you are very goal orientated. Now, since you have your sights set firmly on a particular success in life, you like to set short-term goals to move you along as obviously you navigate through life. And you maintain a clear vision, and you don't waver or believe it's unrealistic, no matter what obstacles cross your path. You know which steps you need to take, and you focus on achieving these smaller, smarter goals in order to reach your desired destination. And number 4 is you are opinionated and convincing, but importantly, not arrogant. You know your mind, and you aren't easily swayed by others. You enjoy discussing matters of significance with people, and you're competent in debating your case. And despite this, you are also very happy to listen to the point of view of others, and you don't belittle them or come across as arrogant in any way. You are respectful to those who think and feel differently than you. And number 5 is you are led by reason more than emotions. Now, I must also add here, people like you and me, we are more in touch with our emotions as well. So it's almost like a dichotomy, a little bit of that, little bit of this, but at the end it works out. You may use your instinct to guide you, but you do so thanks to a very rational approach to solving problems. And that's just another character trait that you possess. You let your emotions have a say in how things get done, but most of the power is in the hands of the logical, information-based part of your brain. And you are the type of person, yes, you are the type of person who, instead of rushing into irrational decisions, you like to gauge the effect your actions will have on you and the world around you. And this is not a quality that many people can relate to. And you simply can't stand people who are ignorant in a world so full of information. And you have a hard time tolerating those who choose to be insensitive and inconsiderate when they should be careful and rational. And I can talk about this one all day. And the reason why you are like this is because you are a just person. You believe in fairness. You are inherently a kind person. And that's why this is one of those character traits that you possess. And the sixth one on my list is you are decisive. Now you evaluate your options carefully, but you don't get bogged down so much that you suffer from paralysis by analysis. You trust your mind and you trust your instincts to make the correct decisions, and find it frustrating when others waste your time deliberating. To you, the wisdom is in being bold and taking actions rather than waiting for life or someone else to make the choice for you. Because you, as somebody with a strong personality and a strong belief system that drives you, you like to get things done. And number 7 is you are careful about who you let into your life. Now, you being aware of how inconsistent people can be these days, you are very careful of who you let into your life. Your core philosophy on friendship is better stay alone and true than be surrounded by fake people. You aren't concerned about the quantity, because quality means everything to you. And I'm sure you know exactly what I'm talking about here. Because you're watching this video right now, you have a strong personality. You can count your friends on your hands. The number of friends, I'm sure there won't be more than 10. It will be a select few people, because you will have a very small circle. But those people in that circle, you can truly depend on. And number 8 is you stick to your morals. Now you know what you stand for, and you are passionately determined in the way you act on your beliefs. And nobody can convince you to do something that doesn't feel right. Because your morals, they determine what actions you do, and those actions you do not find acceptable by others. You are not afraid to tell someone when they step out of line. Number 9 is you are not overly concerned with pleasing others. Rather than trying to please everyone, you aren't afraid to be your true self, even if it means ruffling a few feathers. You are confident and you believe in yourself, and you don't ever feel the need to go out of your way to please or impress others. And you know what I'm talking about. However, you always treat those around you with respect, but at no point would you pander to their ego in order to get ahead. You want to succeed, of course, while showing your true colors and being your true, authentic self. And that brings me to the next point, number 10. You do not crave attention. Now, having a strong personality means that you feel little need for attention. Most people get the impression, though, that you thrive on it. But this is not the case. In fact, you don't understand why people are so eager to be liked by others. It's like they're willing to go to any length just to get attention. Now, while your personality may be intimidating, you find that people are drawn to you because you genuinely seek what's best for others. And the amount of socializing you engage in is not necessarily driven by you, but rather by those who are influenced by your strong character. And next is you don't put up with excuses. You will never allow yourself to get by with excuses, and you utterly hate, I know it's a strong word, but that's how you feel when someone tries to replace effort with excuses. You simply don't have the patience to listen to people whine about how they can't manage their time properly, when all they do is place the blame on external factors. I know I get passionate about this, but that's who you are. That's who we are. You would rather focus on what you can do and how you can overcome obstacles. I mean, you are a solution-based person. That's just how you are knitted together. There may be a lot of reasons why you can't do something, but there are always reasons why you can. You know well that if you set your mind on something, there's no obstacle big enough that can stop you. And number 12 is you don't dwell on the past. You let bygones be bygones. Understanding what's gone is gone, and you know that it doesn't make sense to spend too much time thinking about it. I'm flabbergasted by the fact that so many people, they ponder and ponder, go around in circles, because you are much more interested in what's happening right now and how it's going to impact your future. Because your future goals is what drives you in the present. And you prefer focusing your energy on the now rather than on the past. Make sense? And number 13, you don't need anybody's approval. You know, sometimes just for the sake of receiving someone's approval, people do things that don't sync with their personality. I mean, maybe you've done it before. You look back and you think to yourself, why was I so stupid? Why was I so impulsive? Why did I do it? I know it's a bit of harsh words, but sometimes you need to hear it. Others relentlessly try to reveal as much as they can about their lives to get approval. But you are different. You will do what you want to do, and you won't expect any kind of approval. Your strength in making decisions and following through, it comes from your motivation deep inside you to achieve the goals you have set, not because of what others will think, but to be true to yourself. And number 14 is you are not big on self-pity. Definitely not. You are well aware that things don't always go how you want them to go. You don't, however, linger on such things and pity yourself because of them. Instead, you use these situations as opportunities to grow and to learn so that you can move forward instead of getting bogged down in negativity. The words "why me" or "I'm so lucky" are unlikely to pass your lips. And you cringe when you hear others complaining about life's circumstances. I told someone once, I said, you know my name, not my story. You've heard what I've done, but not what I've been through. And last but not least, you actually learn from your mistakes. Even though you don't like to dwell on what's already happened, that's not to say that you don't learn your lessons from it. You are very capable of identifying where things went off course and adapting your actions to prevent it from happening again. You find it difficult, you with a strong personality, you find it difficult to understand people who go around in circles, repeating the same unwanted behaviors over and over and over again, while expecting a different result. Ever watch a movie when the main character has these flashbacks, right? It often happens at the end, at that final battle. His life, all these, and at that very moment, all these puzzles slot into place and they realize what's important to them. And that's kind of where I am, and perhaps you too. You realize that whatever you've been through brought you to where you are right now. You see, an old analogy that they say that if an egg is broken by an outside force, life ends. But the beauty of it, if it's broken by an inside force, the egg, if it's broken from an inside force, life begins. Great things always begins from the inside. And that's it for me today, everybody. I know it was a mouthful, but I was really passionate about this, and I wanted to make this video and share these 15 things with you. If this episode was of value to you, can I kindly ask you, if you haven't, to please subscribe to my channel, like this video, share it, and leave me a comment in the comment section below. I'm definitely going to read it, and I'll do my utmost best to respond to it. Thank you so much, and I will see you soon. Bye for now.